Haha. Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It's wee hours in the AM, and I wanted to hop on here and do a quick video. Listen, the market bloodbath is kind of an understatement right now. The market, of course, is doing what the market does, fam. We're going to cover that. I'm going to cover a couple of interesting posts from John Deaton on X and Meta Lawman as well. This is your XRP Ripple daily news. And around 0 to 10 minutes, let's get into it. Look, the total cryptocurrency market cap brutal right now. It's brutal in them streets, fam. It is freaking brutal. 1.6 trillion. 1.6 trillion for the total market cap. Now, for all the new people in the front, that's down from over, wasn't it over 3 trillion? I believe so. Over 3 trillion at one time in market cap. Bitcoin is trading at $38,989. Ethereum is trading at $2,228. And XRP is trading at 50 cents. It's two for a dollar right now, family. Two for a dollar. Interesting stuff. So listen, will XRP have its bull run? Absolutely, it's gonna have its bull run because the market is based on um, speculation, right? It's not use case utility, right? It's not based on utility right now. Um, and I shouldn't say absolutely, but I should say sure, it will have its bull run, right? The SEC case is still looming in terms of what can be appealed and what won't be appealed. It's the institutional sales. But XRP, because of retail, because of speculation, will join the party, you know, after Bitcoin continues, does this thing and finally gets to where we needed to get to in terms of dominance so that we can then push into the alt season, right? So that's going to be massively important until we get that dominance at the right number, or then it kind of rotates into altcoins. Um, we won't have the alt season until that happens. Bitcoin dominance now is only at 47%. It's only 47%. So yeah, we need it in the 60%, and then the rotation will start. Meta Lawman said this on X. I think it's just hugely important in reference to the Coinbase hearing, where it's the SEC versus Coinbase. Meta Lawman says in the Coinbase and Binance hearings, both hearings, the SEC touted the benefits of the guidance it had given about how to analyze whether crypto tokens are securities. Yet they omitted any mention of Bill Hinman's invention, which is absolutely correct, of the quote unquote sufficiently decentralized test, as if it never happened. What a mockery. Um, Certain entities of the government has become. What a sham of a mockery. In response to Meta Lawman's post, John Deaton responded, if people haven't figured it out by now, let me help you. The speech was a pure money grab. Nothing more, nothing less. This is why we say in this channel all the time, those who would sacrifice their country for personal profit. Whether you believe in ETH or whether Ethereum is a great technology or ecosystem is not the point. As I've said before, had the SEC sued Ethereum, let's come on, show this whole thing. If the whether you believe in the SEC, and as I said before, had the SEC sued Ethereum, Consensus, Joe Lubin, and Vitalik Buterin, alleging ETH was a security instead of Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, I would have sued the SEC just like I did over XRP. Prior to the speech being given, the SEC 100% refused to discuss any particular crypto token. Since the speech, the SEC has 100% refused to discuss any particular crypto token, including ETH. Why hasn't there been an investigation? Yeah, Congress would have to start that, or maybe the IG at the SEC, right? History books will discuss this era as the corruption era, an era when Congress exempts itself from insider trading laws so that members of Congress recently briefed about a pandemic and a government shutdown can use that non-public information and cash out of the stock market before it crashes, making hundreds of thousands of dollars, more than that. An era when the Speaker of the House represents a bill on the House floor favoring credit card companies like Visa. And then shortly thereafter, the Speaker and her husband are offered millions in pre-IPO shares of Visa, not offered to the public, making millions of dollars. Think about that. An era when the Vice President of the United States uses his office and position to secure millions of dollars for his son and his family, but deny it to the American people when running for president. These are John Deaton's words. This is a pretty long thread. An era when the President of the United States has foreign governments and foreign nationals intentionally staying at his resorts and hotels, making sure he knows it, in the hopes of securing favors in the future. This video probably won't make it. Probably won't make it to you guys. In the era when the Secretary of State has a foundation that accepts donations and money from foreign countries and foreign nationals, while she is Secretary of State and meeting those donors in her official capacity for the United States. An era when the chairman of the FDA literally leaves his government post and shortly thereafter is named to the board of Pfizer. The same era that the son-in-law of the president gets a loan for hundreds of millions of dollars from Apollo Group, and shortly thereafter, the SEC chair drops an investigation into Apollo Group, and then afterwards, that same SEC chairman resigns from the SEC, but is immediately appointed as an advisor on the board member to Apollo Group. Just reading this makes you pretty disgusted. What's just going on. I'm going to read some more because he ends it so well. An era so ripe with corruption, the CEO of an offshore exchange and the son of the Democratic operatives donates tens of millions of dollars to the incumbent administration for the purpose of access to regulators. And after those donations, he gets private meetings with the chairman of the SEC, the chairman of the FTC, and members of Congress. By the way, that was our friend from the FTX, right? Sam Bankman-Fried. And it was customers' money that he used to donate. Isn't that interesting? Because this era is marked with such a blatant disregard for conflicts of interest or appearances of improprieties, a director of corporate finance wouldn't hesitate to give a speech providing a massive regulatory advantage for the same people literally paying him. He wouldn't hesitate to allow those same people to help write the speech. This sounds very, very much like that country over there with the red flag, not Japan, that is the enemy, and how corrupt the government officials are over there. Nor would he hesitate to go work for those same folks after giving the speech. And because this speech occurred during the corruption era, mainstream media and others don't bat an eye. Why would they? It's the corruption era. It's expected. It's the era of get yours while you can. Wow, that's heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy stuff there. Sad, sad, sad. Well, there it is, fam. That's your XRP Ripple Daily News in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope that it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you've been hanging out watching the crypto series and you've enjoyed those hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this. Perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.